Hello, my soul tribe. Oh gosh, I look like hell. I'm gonna wait just a second. I did a couple of live horoscope readings, which I've never done. And on those, I delete the comments. Not delete, I'm sorry. Disable the comments while I'm reading so that there's no confusion. So, hopefully, some of you are just, I don't know, on your way home from work, about to finish up work, just ending another day, right? I want to talk about the full moon energy, and I kind of want to. I know I promised you a lot of this. Man, that last live reading on the 8/8 stuff was really weird, and I told you. Well, I'm sure you don't watch every horoscope reading. Um, so I'm doing live horoscope readings now. I figure I don't edit these things, so why am I recording them and then uploading them, which takes forever, and not taking advantage of the energy that's available to me, right? Whether or not you're able to click in at the minute that you see it or not, I'm connecting with live energy. It just makes it more powerful, okay? So going forward, I would really, really, really like some feedback from you guys. Are my comments enabled? Is anybody there? Let's see. Okay. Live chat. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Donna Bella, my girl. You're on it. Um, so if you guys are okay with the live readings, I'd like to continue doing that. I'm feeling good messages from the guides from that. Sorry, it's really hot. Hey, darling. Um, it's really hot in Texas right now. I'm not sure if you've heard. It's hot all over. I know that everybody's having a heat wave right now. I think I saw a meme the other day that said Texas calls it July and August, but even for me, I just hiked the Gulf Coast, y'all, and it's hot. It's 100 and it's 99 right now, and the feels like it's 106. So I emailed you about your Libra reading. Okay, I'll go check that. Violanda Beer. That's a cool name. I don't know if I said that right. Houston's bad too. Yeah, Houston's always bad. Houston, I always say Baghdad. You know, I was in Baghdad for a long time when I was in the army. And I always say Baghdad is the butthole of the world and Houston is the armpit of the world. Man, it's just both of those places they're very muggy and very stinky. I'll just say that. Uh, so, and it's not the people, don't get me wrong, it's not the people. So I want to talk about the full moon stuff going on. Man, has anybody else been just having an overall really intense time lately? For me, it's been insane. Not only the things happening in my life that are in my control, but also out of my control. Things happening around me, to people I know, to people I love. For me, personally, it's up and down. The clarity has been amazing. I'm looking at things in a different way. I'm seeing things in a different way. Um, yeah, lots of clarity for me. So here's the message that I want to get across to you. Lots of full moons are painful. Lots of full moons are painful because they're helping us grow. They're removing that which doesn't serve us, right? This full moon has a different energy to it. Um, for anybody that works in the corporate world, in the military world, in the business world, you've heard fiscal year, right? The end of a fiscal year, a company's fiscal year may begin in March and end in March. That's like their new year and end of last year, right? I feel like this is the end of a spiritual fiscal decade, but the end of a fiscal year for sure for us. I feel like next month, September, is going to be like our new year. Okay, all of those things that have been causing us pain, those roots that have been showing themselves, right? For any of my gardeners out there, sorry, your spirit guides give me visuals and then ask me to basically relay them because they think that it's going to help you to resonate. For any of my gardeners out there, have you ever planted something? Couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Something's sick about it. Something's wrong with it. And then a week or weeks later, even days later, weeks later, it starts showing signs of either some sort of infesting insect, or a mold, or a fungus, or something that you couldn't see the root of before. So what do? You keep trying to fix it any way you can. You don't know, do I keep messing with it? Do I leave it alone? Right? I feel like that's what a lot of people have been going through, is this feeling of trying to find where the root of the situation, the issue is, right? So this full moon right now, it feels really good. I feel like what you really need to focus on right now for this full moon is your new beginning. It's already here, darling. Okay? Right now, what the spirit guides are really telling me, what the universe is telling me to tell you, all of you. And I know you know this, but I really need you to understand it. Do you see? I always talk about, let me come back to that. Let me come back to that. I always talk about how our chakras will manifest themselves in different ways, right? I said last video, or one of the last ones, where the ascension symptoms, right? Because we were coming to the end of it. Now we're stepping into the new. Wherever your symptoms, your ascension symptoms are showing migraines. People were saying they were getting headaches. They were getting migraines constantly. If you're getting headaches and migraines constantly, we need some crown chakra and third eye chakra healing, right? These two chakras might be clogged. Look at this. Physically needed to cleanse my throat chakra. And it's just a bump. I don't even know. There's nothing. It's not like a pimple. It's not a bug bite. And it's been there for 3 or 4 weeks. Just nothing. It doesn't feel like anything. It's just literally a teeny tiny little bump. It's insane. Anyway, I needed to cleanse my throat chakra, right? For those of you having, for my ladies out there having worse periods than usual, menstrual cycles than usual, that's some sacral chakra cleansing. For gentlemen who are having ED issues, PE issues, any issues around that, that's going to be sacral chakra, right? That's your sacral chakra is located in your sexual organs, male or female, right? If you're having heartburn or indigestion more than usual, which I've been having that too, heart chakra, right? So I've been having a lot of, I don't know, I guess acid reflux. I call it heartburn because I guess I've never had heartburn, but I talked to my stepdad about it, and he's like, no, it feels like a mild heart attack. He's like, it's really painful. For me, it's just more of a burning sensation, like a acidic fluid coming up. So I think it's indigestion. Either way, it's heart chakra bleeding into my throat chakra, right? Speaking my truth, right? Not worrying about pleasing others, speaking my truth. Because in order for me to be a channeler, and that means that they have to trust me to speak their truth. How can they trust? I know a lot of people don't like this chair because it moves a lot, and I like bouncing. How can they trust me to speak their messages and their truth to you if I don't even speak my own truth, right? I'm trying to find a comfortable spot and stop moving. I'm sorry. Center me again. Okay, so this full moon is really, really about understanding how much control we have over everything going forward. They're clearing out the final vestiges because we are getting more powerful. Okay? For my Christians out there who look at Revelations and the world ending, this is it, y'all. A new world has begun. A new world order is here. For my, it doesn't matter what religion you believe in, or if you're just spiritual, or if you're not religious at all, it really doesn't matter. You ascend or you get left behind. Okay? The frequency is changing universally. Therefore, we are becoming more powerful as we rise with it. Now, even though we've always been able to manifest with our thoughts, that's more than ever now. Those thoughts now are becoming reality much more quickly. So they're really trying to show us where our negative thoughts are and how quickly they manifest. Okay? Be careful where your thoughts are, my friend. Okay? Make sure that your thoughts are truly aligning with where you're heading. That your thoughts are truly aligning with what you want. Go back to the simplest of Proverbs. You reap what you sow. Right? But now more than ever, we are truly coming into I'm getting goosebumps on the backs of my arms like crazy. We are truly stepping into power that we've never known before. Okay? And I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I really, really, really want to make an impact whenever I say that if you aren't getting in touch with yourself, if you're not finding your inner guide, then you will be lost for quite some time ahead. I feel like those in my soul tribe have done that, and we're not by far finished, y'all. We're just beginning, right? We're just beginning. But it's going to be very hard to leave behind those who choose not to ascend. And I know that some of you have already probably encountered that in your life. People that it's hard to even really make sense of their train of thought because you're not there anymore. You understand in the way that you used to have that train of thought, but not any longer. And it's you don't want to be pulled back into that, right? A lot of walking away from that which doesn't serve you. Okay, there is they keep putting the same message in my head. All the evil on the path gets burned. We're walking through that fire, and only the pure will come through. Okay? So I hope that everybody understands that this full moon is about positivity. And I do feel like the ascension symptoms that you've been going through will be alleviating a little bit. Okay? And now you're going to start seeing the benefits of these ascension symptoms, of what these ascension symptoms did, right? So it's sort of like this throat chakra thing. Even though I had to go through, I'm still going through some loss of voice. And people out there who have had the migraines and the headaches, right? I haven't, but third eye chakra and crown chakra, to have those cleansed, is that not worth it? Okay, unfortunately, it's unfortunate they had to go to those extremes to tell us where the issue was, but that just tells us that we need to be, if we're in touch with our bodies, we're in touch with our souls. Okay. I felt like a lot of you just resonated because left side of my head just got tingles. I have my comments disabled, so I want to make sure that everybody, so does anybody have any questions right now? I do have another reading coming up, and I just wanted to answer any questions anyone has right now. So there's a very few of you on, and now is a really good time to ask if you have any questions. Make sure that you're open to these in touch with your body, and whenever these things happen, that you're doing something about it. You know, like this, my throat chakra, took me too long to speak my truth. And I mean to myself. I wasn't being honest with myself about a lot of things. And then finally to speak my own truth, just because I don't like confrontation. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But if people get their feelings hurt, over the truth, then maybe that's their path and they have some things to work on too, you know? What rituals do you do on full moons? So for sure on a full moon, if it's visible for you, you want to be in it, right? Either way, if the weather is permittable, you always want to try to be outside. That alone is enough of a ritual. But generally, what I do is depending on where I'm at. You can do if it doesn't matter what you do. It matters that you do something. But for me, it's different every time. Which I know does not sound like a ritual. The only thing that I do have rules about for myself is that I'm outside for a full moon when I can be. And that includes if it's pouring down rain or freezing cold, I have blankets and a fire. If it's raining, I'm undercover. If I can't, I can't, you know, and that's very rare. But if I can, I'm going to try to be outside for that. The second thing you want to do that I have a rule for is release. You want to release just kind of just do a replay of the month since the last full moon. Do an energy release of those things that don't serve you, and try to see why they were brought up in the first place, like this throat chakra thing, right? Did I take action on everything that presented itself as an issue? Because issues are simply spirit trying to move us, ascend us faster, more quickly. Okay? So if we act, it's a communication, y'all. It's a communication. And then third for the ritual is never, ever, ever for the full moon evening while you're doing just that sort of depleting. Try to take a bath if you can too. It's not a definite rule, but you want to try to almost every time. It's water's cleansing. And moon water, you know. But the third is removing all jewelry, all hair ties, all whatever anything that is not of you, that you weren't, you know, you didn't shoot out born with. Take it off if you can. Clothing included. If you can be nude in the full moon, I know that sounds crazy. To each their own. You know, you each have to connect in your own way. A ritual is something that is special to you, that you do, that's important to you, between you and spirit. To me, rituals are private, and I have a lot of private things that I do that are very, very personal between me and spirit. And I think that you should develop that as well. Something that you think no one else does between you and spirit, you know, that gives you that connection again, right? Man, I'm telling y'all, next month, stepping into new energy. I'm really excited. What was that last question? I think I saw something. Sorry. My comments keep going away, so I'm having a hard time. Okay. Just want to let you know how. Oh, thank you, Dory1111. You inspired me with that. Beautiful. I have a self-love spell kit for the full moon. For you, if using something like that is good. See, I don't feel like it is good, because I don't like the idea of someone else making intentions for me. And that's what a spell is. A spell is simply an intention to the universe, right? And this is no offense to Wiccans out there, okay? I practice a lot of my own Wiccan rituals and rites. But again, very personal. I don't sell spells. I don't give spells. And the only time I do what you would call, I guess, spells for others is when I'm with them, basically praying with them, right? In person. I would be careful with anything that you buy, just because you're literally buying an intention for your life and future, and you don't know the person who created it, made it, put their hands on it. It's passed through many hands from now and since you bought it. Especially if it's made in China. I'm just saying, that's a lot of hands. So, okay, cool. An intention ritual that's made from your heart is going to be 10 times more powerful. That's good too. You know, like I said, we'll definitely have to have a separate, this is definitely going to be on the full moon. We'll have to have a separate one about rituals and things like that. I don't want to get too deep into that. I have a reading coming up, and those are my personal, new to this, someone bought it for me. That's awesome. I don't, like I said, I don't have anything against them. Me personally, if you're asking my opinion, I don't use them. And those are my I want to create my own intentions for my life. I don't want anyone else creating them for me, no matter how well intentioned they are. Make sure they're your intentions, okay? Let's see. So this full moon specifically, I like it. The energy that they're giving me about this one feels crisper. It doesn't feel so deep. I think that someone said what's special about this full moon, right? Oh my God, this is going to irritate me. Absolutely. And I don't believe, it's not going to do anything bad to you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, for me, I feel like you get more out of it. Do the research on it, read that spell kit, and say, take what you like. How about that? Take what you like. If there's a beautiful certain colored candle in there, or you like the idea of the actual ritual itself, take what you want from it, but make it your own. Okay? Do your own twist. Make it yours. Make it yours. When I repeat stuff, that's usually them saying it. So what's special about this full moon? First of all, the feeling of it in general. I feel like a lot of us have released pain that has been with us for years, long time. And I also, like I said, I feel like it's the end of a major cycle, like fiscal year, where September is going to be something completely new. I really want you guys to focus on the thoughts that are coming into your mind, okay? And recognizing them. Don't just push them down, okay? When you go to bed at night, I'm not saying let your head overrun with anxiety, but if you have a thought pop into your mind, how often are you pushing it aside and not just looking at it? And then saying, can I act on this right now? Okay? And then I also want you to think about what are your thoughts in general, and after you've looked at them, what am I putting into the universe? Because you are becoming more powerful. They want you to understand that above all of the pain over the past few years has been about your ascension, has been to get you ready to be more powerful. You don't give a child that's 3 years old a vehicle and say, go learn to drive, right? That takes years of learning. It takes years of, I started talking to my son when he was like 7 years old. Like, did you see what that car just did? That was very unsafe. It worked out this time, but next time it may not, right? They have to prepare us for becoming more powerful. They're giving us a new weapon. And if we are going to wield this weapon, we must be true within ourselves. Our channel must be clear, okay? So this full moon, I want everybody to take a big old deep breath and just release that which isn't serving you. Most importantly, your thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your life, you guys. All right. Peace and love to you. I have a personal reading I'm about to do. My personal readings are just like this. They're live, so if you want one, email me at Eternal Transformations Tarot. I am doing my best to make it work right now, but if you can donate to my channel a couple of bucks, you have no idea how much it helps. For those of you who have donated, know that I say a separate prayer for each and every one of you. I love you so much for exchanging the energy of money with the energy I'm expending in this way. You just don't know what it means to me. I love what I do. For those of you in the North Texas area who would like someone to clean your house, please let me know, because I do that too on the side, because I am humble and I do what I have to do. Let's see. Oh, and then after I have my next personal reading, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Please give me feedback, you guys. I think I'm going to post something in the community tab about these live videos. If it bothers anybody, let me know. But I'm really liking them. I don't see any reason to pre-record my videos since I don't edit anyway. So let me know. And because of that lack of editing, YouTube does demonetize a lot of my videos. So I probably make about $10 to $15 a month from YouTube, just FYI. They demonetize most of my videos for some reason, for inappropriate for their advertisers. I don't know if it's a tarot card reading thing, but I know a lot of tarot readers that make money off YouTube. So I know I don't cuss a lot. If my boob does show, it's an accident. No, I'm kidding. Nothing ever. I don't know what I'm doing so wrong. So donations are pretty much how I'm making it through. Donations and personal readings and house cleanings. It's kind of how I'm making it through right now. So I love you all so much. If you can take a bath tonight, do so. I don't think I'll be able to because it's so hot. I think I'm going to take a cold shower and go lay on my roof naked or something. I don't know. If I come up with a new ritual, I'll let you know. Peace and love to you all. Catch you on the flip side.